Hello, everybody. This is Gabby from My Thesis Coach, and today I want to talk about conceptualizing your research. And I want to give you a really cool tool that is going to move you from kind of a general idea of something that you might want to research in your thesis to the template for a fully fledged research project. And it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes. Sound good? Here we go. Okay, so this strategy involves using something which I call the academic story. Now, let me tell you a bit about what I mean by that. Okay, so the academic story is saying that when we do a piece of research, it's more than just investigating a particular idea. That piece of research is situated within a larger body of knowledge and within questions that already lie in what has been done before and what hasn't been done before. So let's have a look at this quickly. Read it through with me. You begin by introducing the reader to the conversation you want to participate in. You give the reader enough background about this conversation so they understand not just what the conversation is about, but where the knowledge gaps are. When you've made it clear what the puzzle is, what is problematic, and why this is important, readers are ready to hear where you come in. They want to understand what your research question is and the approach that you'll be taking to answer it. When they have a good idea of the kind of research you're doing, they're then ready to hear what you found and what you think your findings mean. So this is what happens in a piece of research. You are fundamentally telling a story. You're telling the story about the background to the topic. You're telling the story of what's been said before and where the gaps are. You're telling a story about your research questions, exactly what you want to find out and how you're going to do it. And then you're telling the story about what you discovered and what the point of it all is. So if you are ready to tell your academic story, here is an awesome template for you to use. So I would advise you to press pause on the screen, and your job is to fill in what happens after the long ellipses, the dot, 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 dot. So the template for your academic story is: once upon a time, researchers believed that. But then I thought that maybe, so what I'm going to do is, I might discover that, and this could change the way that we something. So, for example, I might say, once upon a time, researchers believed that cell phones in the classroom were distracting. But then I thought that maybe cell phones could actually be used effectively to enhance learning. So, what I'm going to do is interview 50 students about their use of cell phones in the classroom. I might discover that they're using their cell phones to create networks between them, to share messages about what's working and what isn't, and to look up subsidiary information to what the lecturer is saying. And this could change the way we integrate research into the classroom, research into technology into the classroom. Now, can you see that by following this academic story, here we go. I mean, once upon a time, researchers believed that. I mean, that's almost telling us what's going to go in our literature review, because we're talking about what past researchers said. But then I thought that maybe, I mean, right there is our hypothesis. Here's what I thought. So what I'm going to do is, this is you sharing your methodology, how you're going to collect data and analyze data. I might discover that, well, there are your possible findings. And this could change the way that that speaks to the application of your research. So isn't that a really super cool tool to use when you are conceptualizing your project? If you have a couple of minutes, if you're feeling stuck in your writing, do this one, wherever you are in your project. Do this one and come back to check, is there coherence in your academic story? Are you still on track with what you wanted to do, with what you set out to do? And is what you're doing in line with your objectives? This is a really cool way to do it, and I hope you enjoy it. So before I end, let me just remind you that down at the bottom of the screen, there is a link to my free thesis starter kit. You are very welcome to download it. There is tons of really useful information there about the thesis journey, whether you're just starting out or whether you're further along. Also, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm not constantly, but very often updating it with new, really useful, tangible tricks to help clear your thesis journey. I'm here to support you. Follow me on social media. Reach out. I can't wait to hear about your thesis journey and how my thesis coach can support you going forward. Cheers.